No, no, no.
You've got your little one too.
Yeah, she's in everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I'll go ahead and drop some things in the chat while we're waiting for your speaker also. Um, and then, I'll go ahead and introduce Terry and then let her introduce herself and then I'll drop some stuff in the chat. But um I'll first the West Virginia Restorative Justice Conference is coming up June 14th and 15th in Buckhannon at West Virginia Wesleyan. So registration is open for that. We will have about 30 sessions. There'll be CEUs and continuing education for social work, LPC. We'll have law enforcement there. So there's all kinds of different sessions that are available for anybody that needs CEU classes or hours, I'm sorry. And early bird registration is $200, and then after that it jumps to 300. So I'll drop that in the chat. What else? Tomorrow, Terry and I will be in Flatwoods. We're doing a Women in Faith conference when we're going to talk about ACEs and stigmatizing language, person first language, and things like that. So how the faith community can be more aware of things like that. So um I think that's it. We have a reentry simulation coming up, but that's at Concord, so that's kind of a ways away from here. So, but that's all I've got from the Reach, except for I'll introduce Terry Castle. So she is our newest member of the Reach. She started on Monday. Not an April Fool's joke. So she did start on April 1st. So she's been volunteering with us for a while and doing some hours for us. So I'm glad to have her on board and I'll let her tell her story real quick. And then after that, Chris, the floor is yours.
Okay.
Hi, I'm not sure if anybody's heard my story before, but I did 16 years in a West Virginia state prison, and I've been out since 2021. Since then, I have tried many ways to get a job, including trying to be a PRSS, which I didn't have enough hours for. So then I went to Marshall University and got a bachelor's degree. Then I began volunteering with the Reach Initiative and became a Reach Back Navigator, which a year later has now led me to a job, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm just excited to learn everything I can learn and be an active member of this community.
We're glad to have you on.
Glad to have you also. And then Chris, we can talk about it now or we can talk about it here in a little bit, but the reentry councils are on the tablets. So I'm getting messages every day of people reaching out for help. Were you able to connect with that one gentleman I referred to you?
I never did hear from him.
Okay.
And I was there was someone else was supposed to reached out to him that had sent a message in our chat,
Mm-hmm.
and no one. I never did hear back from either one of
Okay.
them. So
Yeah,
I don't know what happened with him.
when I looked on the app this morning, he's already out. So I don't know where he's gone to, but
Yeah.
so for those of you that don't know, most of you I've already seen on councils, but Tina, you probably don't know Sarah. But we are live. The reentry councils are live on all the tablets inside the jails and prisons, so they can use the Getting Out app to connect with the Reach. And so I just kind of do an initial message to them. Where are you currently located? When are you getting out? Where are you going to? What services do you need? And do you have anything that will prohibit you from housing or employment or things like that? So as those come through, I then try to field them to figure out which council that they will be returning to, contact that council chair and work out with them, getting resources for them. So Each one has been a little bit different. The Tigert Valley has been really good to work with. That one of the counselors there has been able to set up Zoom meetings. So I've met with three ladies from there to actually talk with them, and it's been good because I can actually know what questions I need to ask to do an intake. I met with Seth and his team the other day, so we've got some ideas for that, which I'm excited about. So this is what we've been working for as a reentry council is, as people are coming out, how can we get them the help and the resources that they need? So I'm excited about that. And, now that Terry's on board, she can help out with that too. So
Yes, I did get onto the Getting Out app and figured it out, so I'm in there.
all right. All right.
You're
You know,
okay.
technology has been a big issue since coming out because they only had like the internet was just starting when I went in.
Yeah.
So,
We'll get you there. All right, Chris, whatever it is your meeting, sir. You want to do introductions, or if your speaker's here?
I just messaged her to see if she's on, but we can do introductions like we usually do first. So we'll start with Aaliyah Tanner. She's up in top of my screen.
Hello. Most of you probably are familiar with me, but just in case, I work for Disability Rights of West Virginia. We're a federally mandated disability right advocacy and protection group. I specifically focus on what's called CAP and PABS. CAP is individuals who are working with Division of Rehabilitation Services. That's vocational rehabilitation. When the system doesn't work. And PABS is the beneficiaries of Social Security. So if they are having an issue with a barrier to employment, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be disability related, but they do have to be recipients of disability. I've put our contact information, our website, and my email in the chat. Good rule of thumb with disability rights is if they have a disability, not necessarily a Social Security recipient, if they have a disability, if we can't help them directly, we can usually refer them to the agency or group that can help them. The reason I'm coming into these meetings more and as much as I possibly can is my focus is working with the kids that are in corrections and in foster care. Because, that sets up a cycle, as you guys know, to get these kids in with Division of Rehab Services, let them know there's options out there, there's help out there. Division of Rehab Services pays for so much. I mean, they can pay for counseling, they can pay for education, and I don't mean like sheltered workshop education. But if somebody has the ability to go to college and they are eligible for rehab services can help pay for college. And they've also told me that they're seeing more and more people coming through reentry and contacting them. So that's something that they're seeing more and more of. But I'm focused on kids, getting hold of the youth reporting and going into juvenile facilities. I have given your all's information, especially the stuff about the tablet, to our advocates that go into the prisons and jails. So that way our clients that are disabled have this information and make it a little bit easier for them to get out and get the help that they need. And I do recommend anybody that has a disability that is needing some help, go to our website. We have a lot of resources on there for self-advocacy. We have template letters, we got all kinds of stuff. So if you guys have any concerns or questions, just feel free to email me.
Thank you, Leah. I think that we have
Hey, I'm
Kim on
finally
now.
on here.
Okay,
I'm
Kim.
so sorry. We are having
That's okay. We are just doing introductions right
major
now.
issues here.
We're doing
Okay.
introductions right now, and we will leave you for last since you're going to present what your program does. So we will just leave you for last.
Okay.
If you just want to, if you don't mind, drop your information in the chat, and that goes for anyone else that has joined since we started. That way we can get a hold of, if someone needs to get a hold of you, we can get a hold of you if we need your assistance. And we'll go to Bonnie Helvey next.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for allowing me to join today. I'm excited to be on here and just learn from all of you. I'm with Indivior, so basically what I do is I work with the criminal justice facilities just in the state of West Virginia. So I'm dedicated to West Virginia, which is nice. And my goal is to really help any patients kind of get where they need to be. So if it has to do with if they're behind the walls and they're whatever form of mat they're taking, whether it's my company's products or not, just helping them get where they need to be. We provide education to the DOC, FBOP, really anyone that would want it. We have clinical specialists in the field. Oh, look at that cutie pie. Hi. And it's hard when that cuteness is there. But yeah, I basically can really just assist in whatever way. We have tons of resources, but so when I get on these calls, I just learn from everyone and just see if there's any way I can assist. I know that Krisha has seen, we have done presentations on our products or trainings, just depending on what each council needs. So please reach out. I'm just listening today and learning. So thank you for allowing me to join.
Thank you, Bonnie. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Seth Hansen.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Seth Hansen with Groups Recover Together. I'm the Partnership Development Manager. We're an outpatient opioid use disorder treatment program. 7 locations in the state, with Barbersville being the closest to you guys. We also actually offer a virtual option, a telehealth option for opioid use disorder and recovery. So just happy to be a part of your group.
Thank you, Seth. Sarah Brown.
All right, multitasking. Hello, my name is Sarah Brown. I have a lot of hats on today. I am a full-time mental health first aid trainer. So if anyone needs that in their area, I can provide it through Prestera and a grant for free. I can do almost all the versions: adult mental health first aid, youth mental health first aid, veterans, fire EMS, public safety, older adults, rural communities, just about all of them. I'm also certified to do the ACEs 101, 102, 103, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I am also working on my master's at Marshall. And so I know that the Social Work Honor Society has a suicide walk this month. I was trying to find the details on that, but when I find it, I'll send it out. They're also looking for vendors at that to do tabling at that for free in Huntington, of course. This month is also the NASW conference, National Association of Social Workers, in Charleston, April 17th to the 19th. CEU's opportunities, if anybody needs those, there's quite a few and a lot of topics. There's a Wayne County baby pantry now that's open in Fort Gay. And if more people use it, they'll hopefully expand to more than one day. And Prestera is now Prestera Health Services. So we can do behavioral health, mental health, and now we can do primary care. And that's true for all the offices. Wayne County Prestera has a CES worker now, a community engagement specialist. So if you have individuals that are at risk for hospitalization, that's who qualifies for CES. So we haven't had a worker in forever. We've hired 2 or 3 and they never make it past the first day. So this is very exciting for us. And I am doing my field placement. I've got 450 hours to do. I'm doing it in the CPS office and the DHS here. So if you need any links, connections, or information from CPS, APS, or youth services, you can certainly email me about those as well, and I can help with that. I think that's all my hats. My email is in the chat.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
The next one says Great Rivers Regional System for Addiction Care. I don't know who we have on there for that.
That's Tina Ramirez, and she'd said earlier she's got her grandbaby, so she may stay on mute, but if you
Oh,
wanna pop
yeah,
in,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to Jen Call with Northwood Health Systems.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jen Call. I am the outreach coordinator for Northwood Health Systems Crisis Unit. We do have 2 crisis units in the Northern Panhandle. We have one in Wheeling and one in Weirton, which is Ohio and Brooke counties. We do receive referrals all across the state, so that's why I try to get on the meetings. And we can assist with detox and acute psychiatric symptoms. We also have outpatient services, but I mainly do the outreach for the crisis unit. So if you guys have any questions or any referrals, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Emma Rex Road with Unicare.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Emma Rexford with Unicare. We are a Medicaid managed care organization in West Virginia, CHIP. I am going to stay on mute for most of the time. I'm at a pre-K fair where the kids are beating on 5-gallon buckets with wooden spoons. So it's very loud here, and I hope you all can hear me, but thanks for having me.
Thank you, Emma. So next we got, it says Vortex HD 62. I don't know who that is or if they're even on here. All right, well, let's move on to Mariah Warner with Huntington Comprehensive Treatment Center.
Hi, I'm Mariah. I'm actually at Charleston today, so I had to get on someone else's computer and it was tough. I work with a Huntington and Charleston Comprehensive Treatment Center. We do medication assisted treatment. We provide individual and group therapy as well. We have both the transitions program, which is Suboxone, Subutex, and Sublocade. We also do methadone. And I don't remember which lady's name it was that said she works inside the jail system, but I am telling you, I am going to get in the fight of a lifetime with Western Regional. I've already been on the phone with them regarding continuity of care or lack thereof. and then after that, I'm probably going after Wayne County Drug Court. So I'm gonna have my hands full. Also, I wanted to let everybody know that, and I don't know when we're going to have it yet, but we're going to be doing a rock concert fundraiser for homeless veterans in our area. The money is all going to go to Tunnel to Towers for homeless vets, and I'm working to try to get them to build one of their villages here in the area for our veterans. So hopefully that'll work out well. Sarah, I just got off the phone or out of a meeting with Kenneth Jordan and Brandon. I forget Brandon's last name. And they were telling us about the HCV promotion that you guys have going on right now, the grant. Do you want to speak to that? I think they said they only had till the 17th for this, but they're doing free hepatitis testing at the Women's Center in Charleston. And you would need to contact, well, you could reach out to me and I could help set it up. We have the forms and everything, but they'll get a $25 gift card if they are not positive. If they are positive, they'll have to go through a process of rescreening to confirm. And then they recommend and will help link them to treatment. and they can get another $25 gift card somewhere in there also. So I think they said though that they only had to like the 17th or the 19th, but they were hoping that the grant would renew. So if you have patients that are in need, please reach out to me. My email's in the chat.
All right, thank you, Mariah.
Yeah.
Hi there. Hey, this is Vortex. I guess I'm not sure how. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm not sure how Zoom works.
That's all right. You can go ahead and share.
Okay, my name's Jacob McCarthy, and I live in Huntington. And currently, I am trying to actually get into the field of doing more helping as
No.
much as possible. Pardon me?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, and I just finished. I've got 16 hours of ethics left in order to become a PRSS. So I thank you for inviting me, and I'm completely sorry. I have no idea how to use Zoom.
That's all right. Thank you, Jacob. Jacob, if you want to get with me, my email's in the chat. I am a certified trainer for PRSS classes and ethics classes, and I'm going to set one up here soon, and maybe we could get you in that class.
That would be wonderful. Absolutely, because I'm still working. I still have 500 hours to go, but it seems like it's pretty difficult here in Huntington to get into that actually. So I'm finding it a little difficult, but I'll work through it and persevere.
Send me an email, and I can give you some information on getting them hours and getting you your ethics classes as well.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Laura Garner.
Good morning. This is Laura Garner. I'm with the health plan. We are also a Medicaid and West Virginia CHIP provider.
Okay. Did I miss anyone? I know Tina has got her grandchildren, so she's not going to be speaking. But Tina has her information in the chat. I'm sure you can reach out to her if you have any questions regarding what they do. So I'll go ahead and share a little bit about me. I'm sorry.
Hold on, sorry. Tina had sent me some information, and I just put it in there. There's a spike in the area, so I put that in the chat also.
Yeah.
And then for Vortex, we are doing a Reach Back Reentry Navigator training. It's virtual, so that information's in the chat too. So, all right.
Great.
Go ahead,
Thank
Chris.
you, Chris. So my name's Chris Lovins. I'm the chair for Region 2 Reentry Council. I am also a member of the West Virginia Certification Board of Prevention Professionals. I help with the recertification and the certifications. Right now, I am in between jobs. I am probably getting ready to start at Harmony Ridge, but as I was telling Jacob, I am also certified through the McShin Foundation to teach PRSS classes, ethics classes, advocacy, any type of classes that you may need to get certified or to get recertified. And I can also help you with the recertification process, as I am on the certification board as well. So if anybody, my email is in the chat. If anybody needs any assistance with any of that, just shoot me an email, and I will give you my personal number, and you can get in touch with me. And I'd be more than glad to help anybody that needs to get the hours or whatever I can do to help. And I also seen in the chat, Jacob, that they said that the Reentry Council can help you get your 500 hours as well. So that's another option that you could look out for to get your 500 hours as well. With that being said, we will go back up to Miss Kim Gabbard and let her share what she does. She does tremendous things. I met Kim over at the Lawrence County courthouse with Judge Capper and seen her do amazing things as far as helping people just coming straight out of jail and prison. So I'm not going to spend no more of her time, and I'll let her go ahead and share what she does. Go ahead, Kim.
Thank you, Chris. Sorry I was late. We're having connection issues. I'm still here at the courthouse today. So as Chris said, my name is Kim Gabbard. I'm the coordinator for an organization called Tri-State Family Connections. And Tri-State Connections was actually formed pre-COVID by Judge Capper. That's the judge here in the Lawrence County Municipal Court. And his idea was to get people in the community, primarily the faith-based community, to be more involved in our drug and alcohol issue as well as in the court system. So we have volunteers that come and help to just mentor people, just be available for people. And then, as I said, I'm the coordinator. So I try to get to all the courts in Lawrence County as much as I can. We are primarily based here in Lawrence County, but we do help people in the whole tri-state. And we are in 2 courts in Scioto County presently. And we aren't in any in West Virginia simply because, you know, we went over there, we visited, and Huntington seems to already have a lot of community support. So, but we do help with resources and so forth in the Huntington area. So the main thing that we do, as I said, was just to be available in the courts, because we all know that once people makes it into the court system, they a lot of times have already driven away family, friends, you know, they just don't have anybody left. And so we try to be that person, because, you know, the opposite of addiction is not sobriety, it's connection. So we lose all those connections when we are in addiction, active addiction. And so our main goal is to connect with people. And we do that physically by, you know, just saying, hey, I'll sit with you in court. Or maybe there's a family here that has somebody in jail that has court, and they're scared. And it's like, hey, I'll sit with you, you know, that kind of thing. We are available for like prayer. We don't ram that down anybody's throat, but we are available for that. Mentorship. We have a mentor program in Judge Kristen Finley's reentry court, where we just offer mentors to each person to have somebody other than peer support, just somebody that's maybe has 10, 20 years of sobriety, or maybe has never had addiction, but they've had it in their family, and they can help with things like budgets and job interviews and that kind of thing. Just somebody outside of the peer support community to help with that mentorship. Another service that we provide is actually helping people with clothing and hygiene. So they're court ordered into treatment. They go, you know, from the courthouse into a treatment center, and they probably have nothing, or they come from the jail into a treatment center. So we provide clothing, we provide shoes, hygiene products, that kind of thing. Maybe as they have been in treatment for a while, they need non-slip shoes for a job, or scrubs, or, you know, birth certificates. We cannot help. We can help with the fee. We cannot help with like reinstatement fees, as far as, or I'm sorry, fines, as far as like somebody getting their driver's license back. But we can help with reinstatement fees, just depending on how much that is. We have provided emergency food. We've had families who, you know, the person getting sent to jail or treatment was the primary breadwinner. And so here's the family, and they're kind of stuck without even food. So we have provided emergency food as well. We had one young man at RRG who had 2 choices. He was a welder by trade, but he was offered a job as a welder, but he had to provide his own equipment, and welding equipment is outrageous. But it was either that, or he was going to have to work fast food, which there's nothing wrong with working fast food, but why not do what you're trained to do? So we were able to pull in various resources and get things donated so that this young man could have all of his welding equipment. The whole idea behind what we do is to make that connection when people are at their lowest, when they're the most broken, and follow them through the entire process, just to show show people that there are still good people in this world, and there's good people that want to help others. And so we are very, very passionate about this. We have about 30 volunteers that help us. We also have 2 storage units that are donated by South Point Storage. And we take donations of furniture. Maybe you have somebody that's moving into their own apartment and they need, furniture. You can contact us. Sometimes I have a lot, sometimes I don't have much. It just depends on the day. But we help with that as well. We have cleaning supplies that get donated. Sometimes vitamins and that kind of thing get donated to us, new ones, not used ones. So one of our directors, or one of the people on our board of directors, she always says we're learning to ride this bicycle as we build it, and that's kind of what we do, because I don't know of any other organization that does what we do. We are a 501c3. We are funded through grants and donations only. Nobody gets paid except I get a very small salary for being the director, and that's all paid by grants as well. So I think that's maybe it. We are always looking for volunteers too. If anybody has some people that would like to give back, and as long as they don't have an open case in Lawrence County Court, they can come and volunteer.
All right, thank you, Kim. And I
Yes.
remember when I was still at RRG, whenever you assisted that person with the welding equipment, and that was very, very productive for that gentleman. I don't know where he's at now, but I'm sure that it made a big impact on his life. So, Kim and their Tri-State Connections program has several resources and can help in many different ways. So it'd be very helpful for everyone to get her information and reach out to her. Like she said, she's in Ohio, but she can also help people in West Virginia, and they're just amazing. So anyone that that works with people coming straight off of the street, it'd be very good for y'all to get her information and reach out to her for some help. Did I miss anyone at all on here? I don't think I did, but I always want to make sure. Or does anyone have any questions or comments?
Question for Kim, if you have a second.
Yes.
So I know you said you worked in Ohio. Have you tried to get into the drug courts in West Virginia? And if so, any tips on doing that?
We were actually invited. Oh, why am I drawing a complete blank on the judge's name? How many of the drug court judges? So we know.
What was the question?
Anyway, he is actually.
It was Patricia
What is it? The
K.
drug
Keller.
court judge in West Virginia. I'm just drawing a
Oh,
The judge was Patricia K. Keller.
blank. No, it's the guy.
Oh, Montgomery, I think his name is.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
See if I can.
No, that's not it either. I know it as well as I know my own, and I'm just drawing a complete blank.
I understand.
But anyway, we actually went over. What is it? We actually went over there a couple times, and they were very receptive. But like they have so.
Shoot, I think she froze.
she probably lost service over there. in
No
the
problem. I
courtroom.
can ask her. I can send her an email or something. But thanks. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has any tips for me because I'm trying to help with.
We were.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's back.
Are you back, Kim?
Oh yeah. Sorry. He was very receptive to us, but like I said, when we went, it just seemed like already had so much community involvement that I'm going to say that we weren't needed, but it just seemed like we could be used other places more efficiently. So they have our information, and Catholic Charities of Huntington has our information, and we get emails and requests from them. So we do.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you again, Kim, for coming on and sharing what you guys do.
Absolutely.
Very,
Thanks for
very
having me.
helpful in West Virginia and Ohio. Hang on. Anyone else have any more comments or questions? All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone being here. Kim, it was good seeing you again and talking with you. I hope to see you at
Thank
further
you.
meetings, as you are a very good resource, and I'd love to have you in on them.
Sure.
So if you could join them, it's the first Friday of every month we have these. So
Okay.
you will be added to the we already have a speaker for May. So, but anyways, you can still come on, and everybody gets a chance to share what they do and who they are and what they can provide. So I look forward to seeing everybody back in May. And with that, I have nothing else. And I appreciate everybody being here and sharing what all they do. Like they say, it takes us all, guys. So we got to stick together and keep doing this.
That's right.
All right, guys. You guys are free to go. Have a great day and a good weekend.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right. Bye-bye.